Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in. Today we will be covering Anthropic accidentally leaking details of an unreleased model called Mythos in a public database, Google wrapping up its March 2026 spam update in record time, and OpenAI confirming plans to merge ChatGPT, Codex, and Atlas into a single desktop Superapp. Let us start with a story that got a lot of people talking this week. On March 26th, Fortune reported that Anthropic left documents describing an unreleased AI model sitting in a publicly accessible database. The materials referenced a model internally called Claude Mythos, and what made this leak so significant is what the documents actually said. According to the report, the documentation included internal risk assessments and warnings about advanced cyber capabilities. The leaked materials allegedly describe Mythos as surpassing other models in certain cyber task benchmarks, and the internal language reportedly warned the model could enable offensive cyber operations that, quote, far outpace defenders. Now, Anthropic has not publicly launched Mythos, and we do not know exactly when the exposure occurred, only that it was discovered before the Fortune piece went live. But once that article dropped, Reddit communities picked it up fast. By the morning of March 27th, threads across multiple subreddits were dissecting the implications. One commenter wrote, quote, "The most alarming detail is Anthropic's own warning embedded in the leaked docs." Another user in a Singularity thread said, quote, "If real, this completely reframes the cyber race narrative." This is a pretty awkward situation for Anthropic specifically because they have built so much of their brand identity around responsible scaling and safety-first development. Having documents that describe a frontier model with extreme cyber capabilities leak out before the company has had a chance to frame the safety narrative around it is not a great look. It also comes at a time when Anthropic has been aggressively growing its enterprise presence, particularly with Claude Code in security and DevSecOps environments. So there is a real tension here between the company marketing itself as the responsible player in the space, while simultaneously developing models that their own internal assessments flag as potentially dangerous. No official public response from Anthropic yet, but this is one to keep watching, especially if regulators or defense officials weigh in. Shifting over to search, Google completed its March 2026 spam update in under 20 hours, which is remarkably fast. The rollout kicked off on March 24th at 3 in the afternoon Eastern and was fully done by 10:30 the next morning. For context, spam updates have historically taken days or even weeks to finish rolling out, so completing one in less than a day signals that Google's back-end enforcement systems are getting significantly more efficient. The update targeted violations of existing spam policies and improved SpamBrain, which is Google's AI-powered spam detection system. Early analysis from SEO communities suggests the update went after AI-generated thin content, parasite SEO, and manipulative link schemes. Google was careful to clarify that this was a standard spam update and not a core ranking overhaul, meaning it was focused specifically on penalizing spammy behavior rather than reshuffling how all pages are ranked. The community reaction was immediate. One Reddit user in the Result First subreddit put it bluntly, saying, quote, "If your traffic got nuked, it is probably because your site was an AI echo chamber." Another user noted they had seen no impact on traditional organic traffic, but actually saw a spike in traffic coming from large language model-powered search tools. That is an interesting dynamic because it suggests the update may be hitting sites that were primarily optimized for gaming traditional search while leaving alone content that genuinely serves users regardless of how they find it. The global scope of this update is worth noting too. It applied across all languages and regions simultaneously. For anyone running a content-heavy website, the takeaway here is pretty clear. Google's ability to identify and act on low-quality content, especially content that was mass-produced using AI tools without meaningful human oversight, is getting faster and more precise. The speed of this rollout suggests a level of automation and confidence in SpamBrain's accuracy that we have not seen before. Now on to OpenAI, which is making a big product strategy move. Reuters reported over the past few days that OpenAI plans to merge ChatGPT, Codex, and its Atlas browser into a single desktop application being described as a Superapp. The idea is to take what are currently separate experiences for chatting, coding, and browsing, and combine them into one unified interface. The strategic motivation here seems pretty clear. Anthropic has been making serious inroads in the enterprise market, and OpenAI's product lineup has arguably become a bit fragmented. You have ChatGPT serving both consumers and businesses, Codex handling coding agent tasks, and Atlas functioning as an AI-powered browser. Bringing all of that together under one roof simplifies things for users and gives OpenAI a more cohesive platform story to tell enterprise customers. One Reddit commenter summed up the competitive angle nicely, writing, quote, "They are doing this because Anthropic is eating their lunch in enterprise." Another post described the move as OpenAI consolidating its fragmented product lineup. This is really a shift from building individual tools to building a platform. Think of it as OpenAI trying to create a single environment where you can have a conversation with AI, have it write and debug code for you, and browse the web intelligently all without switching between apps. It is a bet that users and especially enterprise teams want fewer tools that do more rather than a collection of specialized products. Whether OpenAI formally unveils this unified experience soon remains to be seen, but the direction is set, and it will be interesting to see how it stacks up against what Anthropic is building with Claude Code and their orchestration tools. Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.